So one of the most widespread dramas just broke out between big creators like Trisha Paytas, James Charles, and the D'Amelio family across 4 of the biggest platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Now that's a lot of creators to cover, a lot of drama to cover, and a lot of platforms to cover. So this drama will have to be split up into multiple videos. I'm going to do it based on platform. Obviously, this is the TikTok one. If you want to see the continuation of this drama on other platforms, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. But either way, let's get into it. It all started when the D'Amelio family uploaded a video to YouTube titled "Our First Mystery Guest, Dinner with the D'Amelios," and that guest was James Charles. Here's what Trisha Paytas had to say about it on TikTok.
Mario Montana, you know, sea of the land, and it brings you good luck and good fortune to eat it.
Liars.
Just do it. You're getting. What happens when?
Classic Dixie. Do we have any dino nuggets?
Ew!
I threw up.
That was not good.
It's a very dramatic scene.
No.
Yeah.
Christian almost puked. You have a child. What do you, like, think is gonna happen? You up here.
I wish I had like more time. Cause imagine if I hit 100 mil a year after hitting a mil.
Was the 95 not enough for you?
Well, I was just like saying like even number.
Well.
Okay, so I just did a reaction to this video of the D'Amelios and James Charles having dinner with a chef, and I've seen lots of comments from Dixie saying, like, just kind of being really combative and bratty towards people who had criticisms of the girls. There's a chef making them food, they're being really disrespectful, just spitting out the food, and they're 19, they're young, but I do think since they are role models on such a big platform, they should be called out when they need to be humbled a little, because you see this happen all the time. People get really famous, a lot of followers really quickly. They think they're entitled to 100 million. They complain that they only have 95 million followers. They complain that they have a personal chef, and it's just unbecoming. And I don't think it's something to be embarrassed about because they are young girls, but to be catty and bratty in the comments when people are just like, hey, we're kind of like, this isn't cool behavior. It's just trying to help them learn and ultimately not get canceled, because this kind of attitude, it won't get you far. Period. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Dixie D'Amelio then responds to all the criticism in this TikTok.
Hey guys, if you are here to comment hate like this, maybe hold on one second and know the full story. So my family and I have been working with Chef Aaron May for a couple months now, working on content for our channel and working on content for his channel, and made an amazing friendship. And before I even get into anything, I'm so grateful for every single person that follows me, every single person I care about, every single person I work with, every single person who works with me, because I'm just so grateful of all of the opportunities I've had. So I would never in any way want to be taken as disrespectful, especially from an out of context 15-second clip. So basically my team knows I throw up a lot. I could throw up at the smell, the thought, or the taste of anything. So when they saw the snails, they were like, oh, let's get her and try to see if we can get a reaction out of her.
You just completely lied. Like, you're doing a lot of things, and I.
So basically, that clip that wasn't in the original video is my team and Chef Aaron May trying to convince me to try snail, knowing that I would have a reaction. I love Chef, and I would never disrespect him in any way, and maybe don't judge someone's personality over a 15-second.
Trisha then responds to Dixie's TikTok.
Basically, my team knows I throw up a lot. I could throw up at the smell, the thought, or the taste of anything.
Okay, so this is coming as constructive criticism and not hate whatsoever. This was not an apology, girl. This was not a sincere apology. You're making excuses after excuses after excuses. And you are 19, so you're a legal adult. Charli's a minor, so it's a little different. But she is saying in this clip that her team knows that she'll puke at anything, at the smell of anything. If that's the case, why set her up in this situation with a professional chef in a home getting a private meal cooked? Are they setting her up for a sabotage? Do they want to make her look bratty? Do they want her to make hated? Was this all a PR stunt just to get more views and followers to her? Because if they were going for comedic effect, simple lifestyle, why not feed her Fear Factor style stuff like cow tongue or pig's heart or stuff they used to feed them? And Charli saying, let's have dino nuggets instead with a renowned chef in a private setting. Suspicious. Get a new team, girl.
Hot Girl by Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm Awesome by Spose.
That's a good one.
I know.
The younger sister, Charli D'Amelio, then reacts to all of this on an Instagram live stream. Here is what she said.
It was another thing that they knew. They know I'm a picky eater, which was why I made that Dino Nuggets joke. Like, Chef Aaron May knows that, like,
I'm a picky eater. I don't like a lot of things. I have a lot of safe foods that I eat a lot, and you didn't see the behind the camera thing, but behind the camera, Chef Aaron and my content manager Tommy were like, Dixie, like, eat the snails, like, it'll be funny, just eat them, because they know that if she eats a snail, she's not going to react to it well. And it was like one big joke throughout the family, and in the editing, we didn't want to make it seem like, oh, all of our videos are planned. Like, that was the first dinner with the D'Amelios, and we were trying to have fun and like make a joke, and that obviously did not translate very well, and that's a huge apology on my end. And we've since talked to Chef Aaron May, and like, he's not upset. He was in on the joke, so he was like it wasn't a thing where we were being blatantly disrespectful. It was more a thing like, you joke around with your friends. Everyone on my team is friend and family. Like, it wasn't at all any type of, we want to make you feel bad for cooking us food. Like, it was, they knew the snails were gonna like make us, oh my goodness, like, that's crazy, snails, like, we're gonna eat that, what? And it was obviously taken the wrong way, and we should have done better on our part with the editing to make you guys know that it was a joke, and that's on me. Take full responsibility for that. The other thing was, when I had said about the followers thing, I genuinely just thought it would be so cool to hit a huge milestone a year after hitting another milestone. I never meant for you guys to make it seem like you were numbers or did not mean anything, and I definitely tried to like just explain to James, like, dude, that would be so cool to like hit one milestone after a year after hitting another milestone. And that was obviously taken the wrong way too, and I don't want you guys to think that I don't care or think that I think you guys are numbers. I was also extremely excited because I do have something really amazing that's going to help out a lot of people. Like, it's going to help you guys, and that's why I was so excited. It's like a huge thing that I've been so excited to do, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. That's why I was so excited for 100 mil, and like, I thought that was gonna be something really cool that I get to share and really get to give back to. I can't say it because it's like, I don't want to spoil it if it does happen, but I also wanted to say that, like, no matter what happens, like, I want to talk about the hate because like, looking at some of the messages, hold on, I'm gonna read you some of the messages that I got yesterday, because these are pretty crazy. Let me find them. So, huge trigger warning, these are really messed up messages, but I'm just gonna tell you guys this because you have to realize the reason that I don't want to speak out is because I know I'm gonna get stuff like people telling me to hurt myself, or people telling me like, you cannot like me but not attack the way I look, or the fact that you don't want me here. Like, that's where I kind of draw the line. And honestly, like, seeing how people reacted to this, like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, this is messed up stuff that people are saying. Like, people telling me to hang myself, people just like blatantly disrespecting the fact that I'm still a human being is not okay at all. And people making fun of the fact that it's just, like, that's not okay. You can hate on me for whatever I've done, but the fact that all of this is happening because a misunderstanding, like, I just feel like that's not okay. And if this is the community that I'm in and the community that I put myself in, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. And I know that this is going to be a huge joke to whoever sees it, but like, at the end of the day, just like, be nice. Like, don't tell people to kill themselves. I feel like it's not that hard, and you can say whatever. You can say I'm disrespectful. You can say I don't have basic human decency, but at the end of the day, I'm still a person, no matter how many followers I have. And I've said on countless interviews, countless everything. I know I wouldn't be here without you guys, which is why I'm so appreciative and why I know that everything that you guys say, and which is why I try my best to answer people and talk to you guys, like especially like on Twitter and everything. Like I feel like it was all just one huge misunderstanding, and like I'm sorry, but I think it's become completely blown out of proportion to where it's not even something like I can, no matter what I say, no matter how I handle any of this, people are still going to think what they want to think, and that's fine, because those are the people that in the long run weren't going to be there for me at the end of the day, and that's fine. I understand that, but I still have a family behind me if I do social media or not. Like, I mean, I'm genuinely sorry, but like, it wasn't something where I truly meant to be hurtful or truly meant to just put anyone down. It was literally like just a misunderstanding. Like, it wasn't, I would totally understand if I like genuinely did something to purposely hurt other people or bring other people down, but I didn't do that, nor would I ever try to do that. I know that I have a platform, and this was the one time where I wasn't like trying to put on this perfect image or picture that everyone's telling me that I have to be, and I was just trying to crack a joke and be sarcastic, and if that's not what you guys want, that's fine. And now I know that, and I won't do it again. But I think that this was all blown way out of proportion by a lot of people, and I mean, at the end of the day, I still know who I am, and I still have people that support me in my life, and I'm gonna go on, like, things are gonna be fine, but I'm just genuinely sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I want you guys to understand that everything that's happened and everything that has been happening, like, I know that's why I've tried my best to show how grateful I am, and if it didn't come off as if I was grateful enough, like, that's on me again. I'm sorry. I just don't really know what else to say. You know that I love you guys. You know that I support you guys and try my best to like make sure that everything's good all the time. And it's just like, it is what it is. It was all one big joke for the snails thing, and one big misunderstanding with the follower count or whatever. Like, I'm just sorry. And like, the other thing is, some people are just getting involved just to get involved. And like, I'm just gonna say it, Trisha Paytas, like, this is not, sorry, just, you have been completely rude to me multiple times, saying she doesn't have a personality, she can't dance, she's basic. Like, you have your own problems, please stop worrying about mine. And that's all I have to say on that. Quite honestly, I just, like, please stop talking about me. You're not a very nice person. Sorry. I love every single person that supports me and follows me, and I hope you guys know that. And I don't know, I'll see you guys soon, I guess. I don't really have anything else to say, but I'm sorry. I hope you guys can take that and like think what you want. At the end of the day, I know I'm a good person, so I'm sorry, and I will do better to make sure that you guys feel appreciated. But I love you guys, and thanks for 98 mil. I'll figure out what I'm doing. I'll let you guys know. I don't want to leave everything behind, because I've got some really, really cool stuff coming up, not only for me, but for you guys. So I hope that we can get to that at one point, but I love you guys. If you need anything, I'm still here, so I'm gonna try and talk to you guys on Twitter if you want to talk, but I really love you, and thank you for everything. I really am appreciative. Like, I know what would be going on in my life, like, if I didn't have social media, and compared to the things and amazing opportunities going on right now, like, it's you guys that got me here. And that's insane. No matter how many followers I have or don't have or lose or gain, at the end of the day, I'm just really thankful to be able to do what I'm doing and have you guys by my side through it all. But that's really all I have to say. I'm just rambling at this point, but thank you.
Trisha reacts to the live stream by saying this.
So Charli called me out on her live. Now Charli is a minor, so I'm going to try and just handle this with literal kid gloves because she is a child and I understand that. It's concerning how her parents raised her and that she's hanging out with James Charles because now she has adopted James Charles' mentality of the keep my name out of your mouth. She told me to stop talking about her and that she's been rude that I've been rude when she's literally the most followed person on social media. That's what she signed up for. And I haven't been rude. I've given constructive criticism as far as this situation goes because I really do feel for her. And I do think it is her parents' poor raising that gave them the manners that they have. And she lumped me in a category of people telling her to kill herself, which I've never encouraged, nor have I encouraged hate or anything. I was always saying stuff with constructive criticism. She specifically goes on to say, Trisha Paytas, you have your own problems. Stop worrying about mine. As if to say, I'm the crazy one on the internet. I'm the mess. Nobody likes me, blah, blah, blah. And that's totally fine. And I'm not worried about you. I'm commentating on poor behavior because that's the only way you're going to be able to grow and change. And it looks like you have remorse. It looks like you're upset and crying. And I am completely sorry if people are telling you to kill yourself. That's so wrong on so many levels. But you can't go James Charles and say, keep my name out of your mouth when your whole career and livelihood is based on social media, people talking about you and watching what you do. It's you call me out, but why don't we call out people that are actually being harmful and detrimental to your growth? James Charles, your parents, everyone saying that your behavior is okay. And again, I know she's a minor, but it's the people around her feeding this. It's not getting involved just to get involved. You're number one trending on Twitter right now. The Today Show is publishing articles. Like, it's so clear she's specifically calling me out because of the people in her life, specifically James Charles, which, why are you hanging out with a minor? It was weird when Tati did it to you and look how that turned out. And now you're hanging out with an actual child. It's concerning, but all of this screams him because he also told me to keep my name out of his mouth when that's how you guys are making money. That's how you guys are millionaires at such a young age and owning houses because it's the internet. What? And baby girl, in the same breath you asked me not to talk about you and I don't know you. You can't just say I'm not a nice person because, sweetheart, you don't know me. And once again, I have to remind you, this is the internet. This is social media. People are allowed to give opinions. And what I said wasn't even that bad. You have very entitled behavior, both you and your sister, and it's unbecoming. And just like other people in your life, I've seen you guys come and go. The sense of entitlement is not cute. It's unbecoming. And this is not how you're going to last on social media, no matter how many followers you have now. Don't be having double standards. Being held accountable for your actions online, for behavior that I think is not acceptable, isn't rude. You said, Trisha Paytas, you've been rude to me multiple times. We've never met. There are people being way harsher on you, saying you deserve to get canceled, you deserve to lose followers. I don't think so. I, of all people, have grown from people telling me, hey, this isn't cool behavior. Change. That's how we grow. in all sincerity, I hope you do grow. You obviously have an it factor that people like, but this isn't it. And I'm very thankful you called me out specifically so you can hopefully hear what I have to say and not listen to other narcissists in your life, grown adults who shouldn't be hanging out with you as a minor. I don't blame you, and I want to see what's best for you. At the end of the day, again, I don't wish anyone to be canceled. I give some outside perspective. I give my opinions because, again, it's social media. People are allowed to give their opinions. I understand so many people hate me and dislike me and think I made poor choices in my life and my career on social media. And you know what? That's okay. In turn, I have a pretty good life. I do appreciate the followers I do have. I can't make everybody like me. But to call me out in a live where she's crying and saying people are telling her to kill herself, putting the both together, and then in the same breath, like putting me in the same category as them, and in the same breath saying, don't talk about me, I heard you're not a nice person. Again, she's a minor. I guess she's 16. So I understand. Someone needs to intervene and step in, and not her family and not James Charles. And I really do wish her well. Truly, truly, truly. And never let influencers or anyone tell you to not comment, not give your opinions, your beliefs, your thoughts. Don't let anyone tell you not to call someone out if you think someone's in the wrong. Spreading hate is one thing and it should never be tolerated. Bullying should never be tolerated. Telling someone to kill themselves should never be tolerated. But don't let anyone ever silence you. You're allowed to have your opinions. And when people put themselves online, they have to accept other people's criticism, critiques, and opinions. Not hate, not bullying, but critiques and criticism. Since Charli is a minor, her parents are responsible for what she sees and what comes in, her comments, and so forth. Also, who she hangs out with. She may not be ready to be on social media the way that she is. And her parents need to limit or restrict her access to social media, in my opinion. She may be ready, I don't know, but in my opinion, she needs some professional outside help with how to deal with the fame that she has. Final thoughts to Charli. Charli, you are a minor. I sincerely apologize for hurting your feelings in any capacity at that age. I know it could feel like the worst thing in the world. What you're going through now may feel like the whole world is crashing down on you, but you still have a chance to have a really amazing career. What you did in the actual video wasn't that horrible. You weren't being hateful or spiteful. You were being a 16-year-old. It was bad behavior, it was bratty behavior. I know you realize that now. You show true remorse, and I think that's great growth. And for my part, I sincerely apologize for hurting your feelings or offending you in any capacity. Not my intention. I cannot imagine being 16 with the amount of eyes you have on you. I hope that you continue to grow, and I hope that you know that you are so worthy of life, and you are so worthy of love, and you are so worthy of what you had. Like I said, what you did was very minor. People just wanted you to take accountability. You did. And for my part, I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. And finally, to the viewers who consume content on social media, you are allowed to have your opinion and to voice your opinion. Please do so without hate speech. Refrain from bullying or attacking someone's personal appearance or looks. I take people parodying me as a compliment. It's very SNL. If people parody me or make jokes about me, I take it with a grain of salt. I do drive a Bentley, so thanks to those who keep talking about me. I truly appreciate that most of the time. An overall message to creators over 18. Hey, if you're over 18 and you're an influencer, people are allowed to talk about you. That's how you make millions of dollars doing very little work. For creators over 18, not all comments that disagree with you are hate comments. Some is known as constructive criticism. Some people actually do want you to grow, succeed. People are rooting for you and want you to do better if you mess up. And guess what? I've messed up over 100 times and people are still rooting for me and wanting me to do better. Therefore, I listen. I listen to the people who watch my content because they are the ones who give me a job, who support me, who make me feel good about myself, and also just want me to do better. If you're a content creator over 18 and I have called you out, I really truly just want you to do better. I'm allowed to give my opinion. You are allowed to not agree with it or listen to my advice, but I am allowed to do it. That's how social media works. That's how social media stars make their money. People talking about them. This is the new age celebrity, baby. Get used to it.
Or the taste of anything.
Dude, can someone tell this girl just to shut the fuck up?
Oh, look, another Gen Zer who doesn't know how social media works. Oh, you see, you're on a thing called TikTok. Like, people are allowed to, like, duet, comment, stitch, like, give their opinions, you know, talk. You know, that's how, like, people have followers. That's how you have a verified check. I don't know who you are, but that's how it works. And that's how people find you. And no, I won't shut up. I can talk. I have a voice. I have an opinion. I've had a career on social media probably well before you were even alive. Don't know how old you were. Maybe you were in diapers. But yeah, I'm an OG, baby. I'm an OG, bitch. I ain't going anywhere, and I definitely ain't going to shut up. Potty mouth. Where's your mama? Get a bottle. Feel better.
So the guy Trisha was responding to there is called Esteban HTTPS, and on there he decided to make some follow-up TikToks on Trisha. Here is what he said.
My video just got taken down because I said it's okay not to like food, and that I've also seen your butt. Charli, this sounds crazy, just hear me out, alright? You started here, you were here, and now you're 1.4 million away from 100K. You know who has 1.4? I do, and I want to give it to you. The only thing is, once you hit 100 million, you owe me 3 million. Yo, Trish, shut the fuck up. You old as hell. Beefing with a 16-year-old, bro. Hang the phone up and start one of these.
Underground, a young nigga got it bad.
Trisha, I'm here to offer an apology. I'm sorry for telling you to shut the fuck up, but we're both mature adults, and we should learn how to learn from our mistakes and accept each other. Stop commenting this on my videos. It reminds me of this video.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm playing. I'm not sensitive like you guys. It's literally called clout chasing, and it worked because I told her to shut the fuck up, and then she gave me a free shout out via duet, and it has over 1 million views, so yeah. Before all this happened, I didn't even know who she was, but thanks for the shout out.
Alright then, let's go back to Trisha's TikToks. And yes, there is more Trisha TikToks. She just can't help but keep talking about Charli's desire for dino nuggets. It's a very pressing issue, as you can tell.
Charli D'Amelio sucks, and I'm glad that everyone is seeing her for who she is. And yes, I know I'm gonna lose a crap ton of followers for this, but this is nothing new whenever I offer constructive criticism. So I'm sure most of the interwebs, at least if this is coming up on your For You page, know about the whole scandal with her and Dixie being totally ungrateful with their private chef. As a picky eater, I get it. You might not love everything you're served. But to videotape it and think that it's okay to release is so tone deaf. We are in the middle of a global pandemic. People are losing their jobs, struggling to put food on the table. People are dying. By the way, you seem to disregard that because you hang out with influencers all the fucking time. And you are just this bland girl who appeals to middle America, which is why you're successful, kudos. And your sister rides your coattails, but then like what else? You tear everyone down who gives you constructive criticism. Even me months ago when I made one little video and you talked about me on Instagram, right? I should be irrelevant to you. But you live in an echo chamber. It's evident, and you seem ungrateful, and that's going to be the quickest route to demise.
Oh Lord, the world is too invested in this what? I mean, how many times have I been canceled or like trending? Like, we're really I have been canceled. So am I being canceled? I don't even know. I'm too scared to click on it, but like what? Why? This is so silly. Why am I why? I am not a social experiment. I'm a real person. I'm super flawed. I'm super messy. This is messy talk. Trish talk is also known as messy talk. Messy talk is also known as Trish talk. I'm a mess. I just have opinions. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I feel like I've been trying to be sincere and handling this with kid gloves and just working on myself and the way I overreact to things. I'm just trying to make people, like, I don't know, be better, do better. I'm also just an idiot, and nothing that I say should ever be taken seriously by anybody. This is so bizarre. I feel like I'm in a different world. What? Of all the things that need our attention in the world right now, this is not one of the things. These are all way more important issues and topics that need to be trending and just open for discussion and highlighted so we can solve, you know, world problems, people dying. Please, Lord, don't let me be canceled for calling Charli D'Amelio a brat. Of all things I've done, this is my demise. This is my cancellation. Say it ain't so. I'm not kidding. What does this world come to? In all seriousness, everyone thinks that I just love all attention. It's not. It gives me anxiety. I don't like negative attention like this at all. People get mad if I try and change and grow and get with what is happening in the world and getting on the right path. And then people get mad if I troll. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to be me and making a good change, positive change. Y'all, between me being canceled, me being glorified, only to be canceled again, to be trending, to Charli hating me, today is awful. On top of that, in my COVID test, I was waiting in the lobby, and the lady that was doing the COVID test was like, I like your hair, and I thought she was talking to like the girl that also was behind me, and so I didn't say anything, and I totally just ignored her, and then she said it again when we went into the COVID test. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't ever want to be that person that's like, you think someone's waving at you, and they're actually waving to the person behind you, and that's exactly what happened. So my day has been very stressful, so I'm going through the very drive-thru right now. Can I get an order of chicken fries and a frozen Coke? Hello? That's it.
Okay, drive to the window, please.
Thank you.
You.
Yes, thank you. I'm stress eating. I'm stress eating. It doesn't feel good. I'm stress eating. Okay, I'm extra stressed now. I'm extra stressed. He told me to pull up, and there's literally cars ahead of me, and I can't pull up to the window, and they really don't like me just sitting here at the speaker. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. Like, I promise, I know it seems like I'm attention seeking, but this is like a manic episode that's happening right now where I feel like I'm spiraling because I really didn't want to be trending on Twitter. I really didn't. Oh my god. And then I wonder why I have acne. That's why I have acne right there. Why am I like this? Why do I stress eat? Why do I put calories in my body that I don't need? Why do I eat when I'm not hungry? Why do I eat greasy food and then question and hate my acne every day? This just feels so much better already. I spent 5 minutes trying to open these chicken fries that I'm freaking... Okay. Calm me down. I feel better. Does anyone else use food to cope with their emotions? Probably why I weigh over 200 pounds. Damn it. Okay. I've calmed down. For real. I got a grip on myself. I'm like, Trisha, you're 32. You don't even make your money off TikTok. You make your money elsewhere. And right now, you have a lot of angry teenagers coming for you. And that's okay. And why is that okay? Because you're 32 years old. And you're doing just fine. Yeah, you have sometimes unhealthy coping mechanisms, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Because yes, you may be fat, but you also have a fat ass, and that's how you make your money. And those are the opinions you should about. Everything's gonna be fine. We're Gucci. I'm leaving the internet for real, just for today. I'll be back tomorrow, promise. Okay.
Trisha then finally makes a post saying, I'm out for real. See you tomorrow. Don't text me either today. Okay, thanks. And, you might be able to tell from the length of this video, but immediately after this, she started making more TikToks, the first of which being on James Charles, in response to a tweet he made about her. Here is what she says.
Oh, had to come back because our favorite forever victims, James Charles, subtweeted this about me, 30-plus-year-old dragging someone half their age. Hey, you young kids and kittens, the reason why you're so rich is because people talk about you. I'm allowed to comment on people I've never even met before. I wasn't a 30-year-old being friends with you, James, underage. You are also 21 years old, friends with an underage minor. Tati took advantage of you by being friends with you. You're doing that with Charli. I haven't been friends with you. I haven't been friends with Charli. I am not friends with a minor. I am simply someone on social media and giving comments. And just because you don't like me, James. Charli also came after me because those words were exactly the words that came out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm going to keep talking about you. As long as you're on social media, people are open for criticism. There's no hate. There's no bullying. There's no foul misconduct. Except for you being friends with a 16-year-old girl. Ew. How is it that James Charles is the victim in every single situation? That's it. I've never heard of someone so innocent and just always the victim. Don't you ever put me in the same category as giving someone death threats. I have never given someone death threats ever. The people, as Prez Hilton said, that are giving people death threats are young kids, people 30 plus, 40 plus. We're on here giving y'all some constructive criticism because, James, you ain't gonna last. You are the next Tyler Oakley going into obscurity real soon because you have no humility. You don't take any accountability. You keep going around, walking around with no masks, slapping with people with no masks. endangering so many people, and you're always the victim. Oh, you're stealing designs from people? I'm the victim. Oh, you stole a makeup look from someone for your palette? I'm the victim. The only time you've ever been a victim is when your parents allowed you to be friends with a middle-aged woman. Now Charli is the underage victim to you, James.
James Charles then responds to Trisha with this TikTok.
How is it that James Charles is the victim in every single situation?
I didn't want to respond to this because I didn't want to give Trisha the attention that she's clearly craving. However, I've now been accused of being a child groomer, and this is not an accusation that I'm going to take lightly. To insinuate that the relationship between Charli and I is anything other than just a friendship is absolutely disgusting. I don't need Charli, and Charli does not need me. I became friends with the D'Amelio family as a whole very, very early on because this is all very, very new to them, and I wanted to be a friend and a mentor in any way that I possibly could. And Charli and I, despite not being the same age, had one thing in common, which was coming to the spotlight at a very, very young age. This is something that Trisha has never experienced because the only reason she is in the spotlight is because she has said racist things. She said the N-word, she's done blackface, she offended the trans community, she offended the DID community, she said Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy, voted for Trump, and has started a fight with about every single other creator on this platform. You are in no position to be talking about me and my career, so I highly recommend that you stop starting fights with people that are half your age, pack it up, and work on holding yourself and your best friends around you because they and you are the problem.
Wow, very powerful stuff. I'm glad he could make his point so straightforward and have it only be in one TikTok. But speaking of someone who can't do that and has to make like 50, let's see what Trisha had to say in response to this.
So James Charles made this video saying that I accused him of being a child groomer. Where did I say you were a child groomer? Look that up, what child grooming is. I said you're a predator. You're predatory behavior. I'm not insinuating anything. Adults should not be friends, one-on-one friends, with underage people. Girl, guy, straight, gay, doesn't matter. It's so creepy. Let's recall Tati becoming friends with your family. Doesn't make it saying, oh, I'm friends with the family. That right there is creepy predator behavior. You can come for me in my career and say I'm only famous for saying racist shit. I don't care. What I care about is adults hanging out with minors. You were clearly a victim of this, and your parents did nothing about it, but now you are becoming the abuser by being friends with underage girls, period. Bringing up stuff from my past that I've apologized for time and time again, and hey, that's cool. I'll own up to my shittiness because that's what happens. This is happening to you in the now. You're a jerk and your creepy behavior is in the now. Leave Charli alone. She is 16 years old. She is underdeveloped mentally, and where you're at as a person right now has no business being around a 16-year-old minor, James. Talk about me, talk shit about me, make fun of me. I don't care. Get it right. Get it right. Mental breakdown is over. I had my chicken fries and I'm feeling just all right. There's a huge difference between dragging someone and giving someone constructive commentary. These kids are young. They don't really know the difference, I suppose, because they're very defensive. Charli had a brief lapse of a bratty attitude. She got called out for it. She showed some remorse. Her clap back at me was obviously James inspired. See, now, unfortunately for you, James, and yes, this is a drag, you have zero likability. You have zero credibility. You're shady. You're scummy. And you're getting away with things now, but it won't last forever. Look at your friend Tati. Lawsuits, cancellation, isolation is coming in your near future. I've been around 13 years. I've seen it happen time and time again. And James, your time will come. Unless you can just get some humility. Be humble. Imagine me not actually coming for her, just saying that it's unbecoming when hundreds of thousands of other people have also commented on her poor and bratty behavior. Not coming for her. The Today Show reported for him. E! News. Trending. People come for me. This is a great time when people want to come for me. People use Trish as a distraction. Everyone hates her, right? Go for Trish. And when I went to go reply on Twitter, it was already taken down because Corinna, Kopf, is in a cult, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy David told you to take it down? Oh, don't mention Trish. Anytime I mentioned X Trish out, someone mentioned me in one of David's live streams, and that's the only live stream that went missing. Corinna, girl, at least get a backbone. Keep that tweet up. I'll go back and forth all day long because you know you ain't perfect either, babe. Call me controversial because my shit is out there, but honey, your darkness will come to light soon if you really wanted to. I don't mind being the distraction. I'm fed. I got the energy. See, this is a perfect time when creators just love to pile on Trish to be like, wow, look, everyone has a problem with Trish. Trish is the one creating drama. I did a duet reacting to a video about a girl acting bratty, and then all of a sudden I get all these subtweets. Subtweets are shady as hell. You're going to call someone out. Call someone out. I hate this bullshit of people subtweeting shit. It's so weird. And I'm controversial. Why? Because I speak my mind. Because I have an opinion, because when I say I'm not comfortable with something in vlogs, all of a sudden I'm crazy, I'm the bitch, how could I? See, here's the greatest thing. I have been canceled so many times. I mean, I'm forever canceled. I'm a permanent canceled person. So it's kind of great. I'm a punching bag, sure. I'll take it, but this feels like Christmas Day right now. Corinna, aren't you the same chick who made merch called My Anxieties Have Anxieties, profiting off mental illness? Ew. I know Corinna. She's done AF. She probably doesn't even know the situation. She's just chiming in because it's pile on Trish. Daddy David wouldn't approve. You know what? It's totally fine. It's because a lot of people don't like me, so they find any chance to dogpile on me, which is totally fine. I mean, I'm one of hundreds of thousands of people who just reacted to a viral video. To be honest, I'm ready for the next person to come at me. It's a ping pong match. Serve me, I'll serve you back. The difference is my shit's out there. My shit's out there. I get called on it right away. In fact, I kind of find myself fortunate for that. It's out there. I own it. I try and grow from it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I'll keep saying some stupid shit, I'm sure, in the future, as opposed to these people. They hide all their skeletons and their darkness, because let me tell you, and of all people, Corinna has some real darkness in her closet. She's always had a holier-than-thou complex. There was a summer that me and Jason broke up, and she felt the need to tell Jason what to do. A 20-year-old girl telling a 40-year-old how to act. And I came for her, never liked her since. We always had kind of weird shit, so she's the last person to say anything on this, but hey, it's okay. They dogpile. It's fine, like I said. It's a tournament, and I'm ready.
This next TikTok from Trisha reads out, people age-shaming / starting drama with me for giving my opinion, not hate, on a viral video, then pushing delete. In this next one, some guy mocks Trisha by saying, 30-year-olds waking up today getting ready to bully Charli D'Amelio. Trisha responds to him by saying, age-shaming is so unbecoming. Try harder. Replying equals bullying? Make it make sense.
So I keep seeing these comments about my age, 30-something-year-olds bullying, attacking, blah, blah, blah. Replying to someone talking about me is not bullying. Reacting to a viral video that hundreds of thousands of other people did is not bullying. Now onto the age thing. You should listen to your elders. I've been on social media making really good money for 13 years. These are all very young newbies making a lot of money now. But where are you going to be when you're 30-something? People that are bullying and harassing and telling people to kill themselves are usually young teens, young adults. Not 30-somethings. We wouldn't even be allowed on this platform. We wouldn't be allowed to live, period. But when you are working that minimum wage job, when you're a 30-something, maybe you should have listened to this 30-something now. Telling y'all, check yourself. Some of y'all never had to work minimum wage jobs. And it shows. It shows. This all started with an influencer saying, stop talking about me. But again, as someone who has had a career since I was literally 18 years old, I'm now 32 years old, a really well-paying career, I appreciate when people talk about me. In fact, Charli talking about me was only helpful and beneficial to the career we all have as social media content creators. I've already sincerely apologized to Charli if I've sincerely hurt her feelings. Not my intention at all. It really was just to be like, what are your guys' thoughts? This seems like bad behavior. But now with all these influencers chiming in with obviously suppressed anger and hatred towards me, my TikTok has been popping today. I keep wanting to leave and get off and continue with my life, but I just can't. It's like a resurgence of people checking to see, oh, Trish is still around? Oh, people are talking about Trish? So Charli aside, I'm sorry, everyone else, come on and bring it. 13 years I have been called out for so much shit. Political, religious, etc., etc. And this is the biggest drama, me reacting to a video that the most famous person on the earth right now put out. I see Perez Hilton, I see so many drama channels, I see Today, E! News, big mainstream publications talking about this, and everyone's piling on me, a 30-something-year-old attacking a 16-year-old. This is insane. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I feel like this is not the real world. I feel like this is 2020. We're here. We're in it. I'm being canceled for reacting, duetting to a video that every single person on social media is talking about. Oh my God. And honestly, I don't want my TikTok to be this. I'll probably delete probably almost all the TikToks about today.
Too late, lol.
It's so insane. If you want to hear my opinions uncensored, I do a podcast every Monday on the H3 podcast channel. It's called Frenemies. The last one is in the link in my bio. Go subscribe. I'm sure we'll talk it on there. And hopefully it'll go to rest because I'm so exhausted talking about this on Twitter. But, influencers, keep it coming. Keep coming for me. Keep trying to drag me. Keep canceling me. Honestly, it was about time I was due for a cancellation. It's been about, I don't know, when was the last Gabbiana drama? Like a month ago. I'm totally cool with it. We need topics for the podcast, so definitely go to Frenemies, link in bio, subscribe. Tweet at H3 Podcast your grievances with me. Let's rack up this clout from influencers, and we'll talk about it on the episode Tuesday. All right, peace. This is not true. TikTok has been deleting them for, one was hate speech, one was bullying and harassment. Totally fine. I re-uploaded them to my Instagram at Trisha Paytas. I have a podcast every Monday on the H3 podcast channel called Frenemies. I'll talk about it on there. Link is in the bio. But yeah, if you want to see what I said about James, it was not bullying and harassment. It was me defending myself. He falsely accused me of blackface and calling him a groomer to his 40 million followers. So I was just replying to it. But totally fine. Like I said, I'm backing off of it now. I'm going to get back to my regular TikToks. But if you want to see what I said about James in response, it wasn't because I was scared or anything. Everything he said was completely wrong and false. He's completely uneducated and ignorant. Bringing up stuff from my past when I was his age. He's going to live with this stuff if people still talk about him in 10 years. But it's all really laughable. James is just a laughing stock to me. So, but it's cute. Everyone thinks he ended me. Another cancellation for the books. But go to my Instagram to see what I said about James. I'll be here forever. I'm not going anywhere. I said it once and I'll say it again. The only person who can cancel themselves is themselves. And I don't think I want to cancel myself. And this is facts. He ended me. TikTok deleted those videos. And James won. Wow. I guess it's time to leave the internet. If anyone is hiring, let me know. This is the 37th time I've got canceled. I guess this one I can't come back from. Damn it. Damn, they really do have that clout though. I was at 3.7 this morning and now I'm at 3.9? Damn. And I don't even have to be controversial. I just reacted to a viral video.
This next one says, I'm canceled. TikTok has declared it. Goodbye, TikTok. Find my 30-something-year-old canceled ass on Facebook with all the other people over 30. Too old to even exist.
Hi, I just wanted to come on here really quick to say that I really can't stand James Charles and I don't understand why people love him so much because all he really does is just sit there and talk like this all day long with his long-ass nails and talk shit about everybody else when he got his career from lying on Ellen. So shut the fuck up.
I didn't want to respond to this because I didn't want to give Trisha the attention that she's clearly craving. However, I've now been accused of being
Once again, Gen Z showing their lack of education with this. James included for calling what I did in that photo blackface. Ganguru fashion, the Ganguru girls of the early 2000s, and it still happens today over in Japan. It's girls tanning themselves to look Western. It's not blackface. I had the stickers. It was my appreciation of Japanese culture. What? I really do be having a headache for people just not knowing how to cancel. Sad.
Okay, but on some real, my whole For You page is about this drama. This is so crazy and so silly and so not important. And I have some hair in my nose and a booger in my eye. I feel like I'm in a fever dream. I feel like this is the Twilight Zone. This is so weird and bizarre and funny and sad, and I'm so confused by it all. I'm losing my mind. I've made 50 TikToks today. This is the strangest cancellation that's ever happened to me, and I don't know quite how to react to it. I should probably... Okay, yeah, okay, well... Alright, we tried. Okay, let me fill you in on a little story that I just feel like sharing, because a lot of people have accused me of doing blackface. I mean, James Charles and then all these other TikToks bringing up some old photos of me, like those. I had a really bad addiction to tanning, and I know that sounds silly to a lot of people, but I was actually on the first season of my strange addiction for tanning, and it was a real psychological problem, as most addictions are. I've had several identity crises in my life, and tanning was this way to not be myself anymore. I liked my aesthetic, I liked the way I looked, but it really did go too far to the point where my organs were being damaged, and I had to have skin cancer in me removed, and I've never talked about this before. So this wasn't blackface. This is a really emotionally damaged person covering up her lack of identity through tanning. This makes me really sad. This is a really sad girl. I wasn't trying to be black. I was just trying so hard to change everything about who I was.
And that is finally it for every TikTok Trisha made in regards to a teenager being rude at the dinner table in a staged YouTube video. I cannot believe one single person had this much to say about that one topic, but here we are. And we're not even done with all of it, as this was only on TikTok. The whole thing was trending on Twitter, and Trisha also has a Twitter, so as you may imagine, there's some more rambling over there, along with a bunch of reactions from a bunch of other different YouTubers. My next video on this is going to be a lot less Trisha focused, but she still will be in there. Either way, if you don't want to miss it, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. If you want to keep up to date with what I have to say on this, don't forget to follow me on my Twitch and Twitter. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel, in particular the Dank Memes Play and Boar. This helps me out immensely and I appreciate it a lot. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.